Hey there, Munchie Mafia. We are making sourdough starter. What we're using is the Tiny Aid uh, sourdough starter kit. And what that comes with is this really cool glass jar, a spatty spat, a little sock, and a lid. So let's talk about this glass jar. When you're doing sourdough starters, always use glass. Um, it's much better. So this has measurements going up the side of the glass, but it also has this line that says last fed on. There's a little ring, this little elastic ring that you turn to remind you what time and what day or somewhere thereabouts that you have fed your starter. There's also a little sticker thermometer that comes with it that you stick right onto the glass jar. Now, as far as scales go, I just go for the cheap ones because I break these a lot. This one's by Ozeri. I've actually had this one for at least 3 years now, and it has not broken, unlike a lot of the other brands. I will have links in the description for all this stuff that we're doing. So, the nice thing about doing your own sourdough starter is, one, sourdough is delicious. Two, you don't have to go out and buy yeast. Three, it's delicious. And four, um, the texture is just so nice, especially after you've allowed it to grow for quite a while. And the longer it goes, the better it is. Plus, if you have some mason jars, wash them out thoroughly, but you can give away a little bit of the sourdough mother to friends so that they can build their own sourdough starters, because you have to take some of it out and then go and refeed it. And if you had to do that and try to keep all of it all to yourself, you'd have a bazillion of these damn jars lying around all over your house. So we set the scale to grams, and then we're going to set the jar on the scale, and we're going to hit the tare button. What we are going to do is then add bread flour because it has better gluten structure to it. And it's just a lot better than using all-purpose. Now, you can also use whole wheat if you want. I like just plain Jane bread flour. That measuring cup's going to be too damn big because it's not going to fit properly, and I'm going to get it all over the place. So 100 grams and then 100 grams of water, okay? So 1-to-1 ratio, 100 grams of flour to 100 grams of water. So tear out your scale. Make sure it says 0, okay? Then we're going to add 100 grams. And there, we got it. And we could get rid of this until tomorrow. Now, we're going to tear it out one more time, and then we're going to give it 100 grams of water. This almost sounds obscene. Okay. A little more than I wanted, but it's kind of hard to get it absolute. Okay, so now we can turn this off and get that out of the way. Now, we're just going to give this a stirry stir until it's all thoroughly combined, right? And then we're going to scrapey scrape all of this down to the bottom. Do not bang your glass on the table, by the way. And if you don't want to buy one of these sourdough starter kits, you can definitely just get a very large mason jar and a knee-high stocking, because the knee-high stocking or cheesecloth or whatever is going to keep any kind of flying bugs out from this. Okay, so now we've got that. We're going to set that aside. We're going to line up our little doohickey to the top of where your mixture is. Okay, so right there, line it up all nice and straight. And then we're going to look for our little mark, last fed on, and today is Monday, and we're just going to choose the 6 p.m. mark, right? And then we're going to take our little hat, little chef's hat, and we're going to stick it on there. This will keep the bugs out. And we're going to keep it in a warm place. You could put it on top of a refrigerator. That's probably the best place to go for it, because it is warm up there. So, but I'm not going to do that because I can just see Timmy opening up the refrigerator and knocking it down on his head and knocking him unconscious, and I'm coming home to a unalive Timmy. So we're going to just set it over here and let it do its thing. We're going to be feeding this every day, so keep an eye on the shorts. So we will see you soon. Don't forget, cook with love, eat with passion. Have a good night.
If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is that time. What's stopping you?